going. Smooth on.
Sorry, I just thought I'd start with a gag. So I read somewhere that the best man speech shouldn't take any longer than the time it takes for the groom to make love. So ladies and gentlemen, I give you...
Right, I'm going to miss that.
Sorry, right. No. But in all honesty, my dad advised me the best man speech should be just like a prostitute's miniskirt. Short enough to cover the essentials. No, sorry, fuck that up. Right, but in all honesty, my dad advised me the best man speech should be just like a prostitute's miniskirt. Short enough to keep people interested, but long enough to cover the essentials. So here I go. If anyone else in this room is feeling nervous, worried, apprehensive, then you're either me or you just married David Lyons. But what can I say about a man who comes from humble beginnings? A man who is now quickly rising to the very top of his profession, based solely on intelligence, grit, and the willpower to push on where others have fallen. A man who's beginning to distinguish himself at the very highest level amongst his peers, and where no one can say a bad word against him. But enough about me, I'm here today. Welcome to the David and Cheryl Lyons wedding. Before I really get going, and I will David, can I just ask Cheryl to place her hand flat down on the table and for David to place his hand on top. And remain like that for the entire speech, please. Firstly, I'd like to say how beautiful Cheryl looks. And I think I speak for every man in the room when I say it is seriously a sad day as you're officially off the market. And I think I speak for every woman. And I think I speak for every woman in the room in saying, David, today is just another day. If you haven't guessed it already, the reason I'm starting now is because I'm the best man. My name is James, and I've been David's brother and friend for 23 years. And I hope so, I still will be for the next 5 minutes of this. So what defines a best man's duties? Well, I did some research, and one website I found broadly described the best man's duties being, and I quote, at the reception, the best man should keep things running smoothly by offering around drinks and introducing people. Well, now look, everybody. I don't mind socialising the best of times, but at 3.50 a pint, the hit flask I smuggled in will only go around the top table. So for that, I apologise. So just a couple of quick thank yous to get out of the way. Firstly, to the glamorous bridal team. They've got Cheryl here fashionably before David. It did say fashionably late. That didn't quite go to plan, did it? And secondly, to Nick and Gary, the ushers. I know David had the hugely difficult task when selecting two people to do the hugely difficult task of telling people how to sit down, but thank you very much for helping out. Buddy, for doing a sterling job of looking after the rings. Good thing that wasn't my job, as we all know they'd have been sent off with a stamped to death envelope addressed cash my gold. Furthermore, to every distinguished guest who made the cash contribution to the David Lyons Back Pocket charity, I've been told that it's been greatly received, and thank you very much on behalf of them. Thank you very much.
Come on, bud.
This speech is going really well. It's about 4 days in the next room. And certainly not least, I'd like to thank Cheryl. Obviously, the focus of everyone's attention today, who I'm sure you would agree, is looking fantastic on this noble occasion. When speaking to Cheryl before the wedding, I asked, where are you going on the honeymoon? In which she replied, somewhere hot. When I asked David the same question, he told me he was going to take us to Bangor.
That's a little bit naughty.
David! Now you know why your hands are like that.
Anyhow, before I begin David's character assassination, I thought I'd better get some clearance from Cheryl. Unfortunately, I didn't think about doing this until about 10 minutes ago when she advised me of my do's and don'ts about the wedding. She said, don't mention it to girlfriends, don't swear, don't tell risque jokes, don't tell lies, but do tell the most positive stories about David. So moving swiftly on, when David told me he was getting married, I was Daddy finally realised that after all these years that I am in fact the best man. But if I'm the best man, then why should I marry David? But in all seriousness, I'm happy to say that our parents, Jane and Mike, sister Sarah, and our grandparents have brought David and myself up to be good men. But today, David, you are the best man, and I'm here to observe and learn as I have done for the past 23 years. Hence the rapid weight gain and visit to Dunstall's red light district. But Lurky, all jokes aside, you're a great guy. You'll do anything for your boss. But you're funny, hard-working, humble. Sorry, Dave, I can't be right. As some of you may know, our family home looks over Market Fire Station. David started his career there at the young and naive age of 18. Now, his commitment to please his bosses when he first started was only matched by the cartoons of the Seven Dwarfs. As soon as his beeper would go off, it was I-ho, all systems go, as he jumped out of bed like a bat out of hell, raced down 3 flights of stairs, slammed the front door behind him, leapfrogged the fence, sprinted 100-metre dash, broke down the bright red door, whacked his boots on, and then when waiting for the rest of his crew, had enough time to put the kettle on. Now, as the months went on, I saw David's response time deteriorate dramatically, as he got more and more comfortable within his position, to the stage where the beeper would go off, and after pressing the snooze button, he would put on his dressing gown, gingerly walk downstairs, take a relaxed walk round the corner, then stumble through the already broken down door, only to see a set of blue flashing lights drive out the door in front of him. I-ho, it's off to bed I go. I tell this story, Gerald, because I've heard that you're the boss of David, and I don't want you to... Come on! Commitment to the housework to deteriorate. So he gets in a more comfortable position, within marriage. But don't get me wrong, David loves the full-time job. He told me he thinks of Cheryl often when he's away from her, especially on duty when he's hosting some family. I'll give you some examples. No, that's right. I'll give you some examples. As you may know, I used to be a keen rugby player, and I went 9.5 years without getting injured or breaking a bone. After introducing David to the sport, he lasted approximately 9.5 minutes. I-ho, it's off to A&E I go. So, some of you will be wondering, why as a best man I've not been reading off stories about David's ex-girlfriend? Simply put, it's because I find that sort of behaviour vulgar and demeaning to the bride. But suffice to say, David, 82 is definitely a lucky number. So, from the start. Number 1. No. And finally, some advice. Obviously, being best man, I was with David on his last night of freedom, chatting about how much of a good husband he'll be to Cheryl. Last night we were talking, and I asked him what he wanted from his marriage. He replied, well, I want to be a Muslim husband, a model citizen, and he added with a cheeky grin on his face, he also wants to be a model lover. Now, being the naive chap that I am, I looked up model in the dictionary, to which it said, a small miniature replica of the real thing. A little bit of advice to Cheryl. Remember, men are like tiled floors. Lay them right the first time, and you can spend years walking all over them. And David, the key to successful marriage is just 3 little words. Cheryl, you're wrong. So in conclusion, some of you will still be wondering why I asked David to place his hand over Cheryl's. David, this is the only time you'll have the upper hand in his marriage. So on behalf of the entire wedding party, I'd like to thank you all for coming to share this wonderful occasion. If we be upstanding and make a toast to love, laughter, and a happy ever after. David and Cheryl. It says wait for applause.